Welcome, bienvenue, and welcome back to Blast Off with Light. And today, I've got my hostile mob sounds down to 10%. They're usually at about 33, but we're down in, well, a raucous, noisy place. That's right, I found an Enderman spawner. And, well, it's paying dividends. And once this guy dies, he'll probably give us quite a bit of XP as well. Now, quick little life hack. If, for some reason, you don't necessarily want to pick everything up all the time with your magnetism and don't have room on your belt for the belt to turn off your magnetism, if you, say, get a bow with magnetism on it, you can easily turn it on and off. Seems we've got another obsidian brick issue. Mildly problematic. And totally random. Well, as far as I can tell. So, we don't need to stand here waiting for Enderman to die all day. We've got quite a bit of XP. We've got quite a few Ender plant seeds, apparently. Yeah. Sometimes when they teleport, they drop the seeds as well. And once we get out of range, it'll stop producing the mobs. I haven't completely secured this level, so I've blocked off anything non-essential. And, well, we've got a project to do today. Hello, treasure slime. Yeah. Pretty much everything non-essential has been blocked off down here. I did secure this level, but I don't trust it enough to leave it open. And there isn't anything particularly useful on that level anyway. We still... Oh, why, hello. He appears to have escaped. And my belt is not active. I used my Band of Mana to get the mana over here for the Enderman farm, so it is currently a manual recharging process. So whenever I want to use that, I should probably bring some mana with me. It doesn't seem to use tons of mana, which is nice, particularly for how much we get from it. Because not only do they give us Ender Pearls, which is the main reason we're there, but the fancy ones also give us iron chest plates and gold things and chain things, which is good. We can melt it down, get the resources we need, until we get ourselves a, Oh! I killed my chest. I should not be able to kill a chest that fast with a sword. But what I was trying to say is until I get a Fortune 3 enchanted book. I had more books in here. Something is acting strangely. That's really strange, because I had more enchanted books in there than that. I'm going to relog before doing the next thing, just in case. And we're back. These chests are just, well, fragile. You can just punch them and they explode. As for the extra books, I'm fairly certain I had more enchanted books in here than that. I'm not going to miss them, because they were horrible and worthless, but I'm pretty sure they were in there. But, the other thing that we were going to do today, yes, I was going to do a thing. What thing was that? Oh, it's in one of these chests. I never remember which chest things are in. Here we are. Ta-da! Black Angus, Norwegian Red, Jersey, Texas Longhorn. Wait. This is my catalyst! Not my catalyst. And if you laughed at that joke, you are a nerd. And I love you. Yes. In case you, missed that joke. Yeah. I'll leave it up there a little longer while I talk about what we're actually going to be doing today. There are a pair of catalysts in Botania that help you to make the various things that you need. One is for transmutation, when you've got one particular thing, but you need something vaguely related to it, but can't find it. Or it's hard to get, or some other reason. The other is for conjuration, making something out of nothing. So, that's enough time for you to have figured out the joke. And now, we need to make ourselves some catalysts. So, I put my cobblestone down somewhere. Why? Why would I do such a thing? We actually need that. We need more than 6. Now, the one time that the magnetism on the bow is not particularly useful is when you need it right away. Like when getting cobble from this cobblestone generator. You have to switch back and forth to pick it up. Or I suppose you could just stand somewhere that you would naturally pick it up, but 13. I only need 12. So, for these catalysts, we are doing alchemy, so it does make sense that we would have something for making potions in it. Oh, and blaze rods, whole lot easier to get when in full Kreknorite armor. Yeah, no fire damage for me. Okay, so we've got our brewing stands. We've got some living rock. We need some mana pearls. Good thing we've got plenty of mana. I believe we're going to need 3 overall. And I know I'm missing something else for this recipe. Ooh, enhanced brewing stand. So let's check the recipe for this. Yeah, not the recipe, the uses. Here we are, an alchemy catalyst. We need gold. That's what I was forgetting. And I'm thinking eventually we're going to make this botanical brewery too, because, yeah, those are some pretty awesome potions. Here's hoping I have gold in my thing. Ready to go? I do. Go me. So we've got a 1 and a 2. Bring on the 3. Bring on the funk. Pow. Onward. Okay, so we take 2 of our mana pearls, 4 of our brewing stands, 8 of our living rock, which means we're probably 1 short. Why are we 1 short? What happened to the rest of my living rock? Oh, right, this was in the middle. The gold was on the sides. So we get 2 of these. We only need 1 to do the alchemizing. I think... Okay, so that's pretty much empty. These are pretty much insane. Oh, that's weird. So I want to have the alchemy catalyst under probably one of these, because we don't actually need these to be crazy full all the time, and we can borrow a little bit now and then. I don't plan on using the alchemy catalyst a whole lot, because we don't need the leather. Changing wood types, meh. Changing the saplings, I will likely do at the beginning, because I don't know if I have spruce saplings or enough darkwood saplings to make a darkwood forest. I don't need to break these things down, though it is kind of neat. Chiseled stone bricks I can just make with chisel. Making ice might be okay, I guess. Lily pads and vines? Maybe, because I can make a vine farm. And if I wanted lily pads, that could be handy, but I don't need to change the types of fish. I don't really need to do that. Yeah, there are very few things that I desperately need to use this catalyst for. There are a couple of things that would be handy. I mean, this is a little okay. This could be fun, because I don't have any cactus yet. That's okay, but I would likely use it somewhere else. This could be really awesome, but again, somewhere else. This, yeah, this I might end up doing en masse, but again, that'll not be right here. It won't be my utility alchemical catalyst. So how these work is you just take them and you put them underneath one of the pools, and now that pool reacts with said catalyst. So if you had something you wanted to catalyze, say hundreds and hundreds of oakwood saplings, we can come over here and be like, oh, I can turn that into spruce. And I have a spruce. And then the spruce I could turn into birch, and so on and so forth. Let's plant old sprucey over here. It'll grow eventually. Now that's all well and good, but that's not the only thing we're here to do today. We're also going to need a bit of pixie dust. Because I found a nice use for this elementium. Now, let's see. Oh, right. Living rock. There we go. So, this should require one of these. 4 of these. 1 of these. And 3 of these. Brilliant! Now, this is a conjuration catalyst. This is on a whole other level. Because this is post-portal technology. Pretty much all post-portal technology is awesome. Now, this actually takes mana that is visible on the scale at view size 1. So you know you probably shouldn't go you shouldn't go too crazy with it. Now, snow duplication is cheap. But duplicating glowstone, duplicating redstone, these can get a little pricey. Duplicating coal, I'm very happy to see. Because coal doesn't come in the meteorites. You actually have to get authentic coal, but if you can double it, that can be fun. Netherrack, well, if we don't want to go to the nether anymore. Soul sand, I'm not sure why you need a lot of soul sand, but who knows. And doubling gravel could be okay, I guess. So there aren't a whole lot of duplication recipes, but the recipes that there are great. So now if we come over here, I believe in here, yep, we can take some glowstone and be like, I want more, more, more. And now I have some extra glowstone. But it did take a bit of mana. Yeah, so it takes a visible amount of mana to do this. But if we manage to get ourselves a crazy mana farm, we can get a crazy glowstone farm, which I am looking forward to. Because using these nooks for illumination is no good because they keep turning into obsidian brick. Same with those over there. All the microblocks are slowly changing into obsidian brick. I should probably update, but I don't know if that will actually solve the problem. Don't really know. But if I can have unlimited glowstone, some way or other, that would be fantastic. Now, there are ways of automating these things. You can detect how much mana is in something, and then use that to trigger redstone to drop the stuff in. There are all sorts of mana farms that are potentially available. This tree charcoal endo flame farm is just one of the easiest to implement, I suppose. I have an Entropinium farm idea, which should be super easy. You could have a Gormandus? What are those called? Book. Tell me! Generating flora. So we have an Endoflame farm. I have a plan for an Entropinium farm. Garmarillis eats food. So theoretically, you could just attach this to a zombie farm. Because, well, rotten flesh is food. The problem, though, is that these will eat whatever you hand them. But they won't necessarily give you mana for all of it. So if you're giving it something that you might miss, don't give it more than one at a time, because it'll eat 3 and only give you credit for 1. Hydrangeas, they die. No farming. Munch dews, I'm not sure what they do. Okay, generating the form of natural energy that's mana should be a pretty good process when done via other living materials. By using the munch dew, any leaves near the flower will get munched up and converted into mana. It's to note that, though, no saplings or any other items will be dropped from the leaves. Well, that's a shame. You could make a farm out of that. I'm not sure it's one of the best. Narslimus. Slimes. I don't know if treasure slimes count, but we might be able to check that out. Nightshades and dayblooms, they die. Rosa Arcana, you need a really good XP farm for these to really turn out all that great. After the recent rebalancing, it should be easier, but who knows. Thermalilies, now that we have pixie dust, we can make these, and we've got lava to spare, so this could go pretty well. The Spectralus is difficult. You need all the different colors, and that's probably not going to happen. Cake! We haven't even been able to make a cake for ourselves yet. Because it takes a spider egg, and I have yet to get any spider eggs. So I might set up a spider farm to get that, but making a Kekimurus farm seems a little unlikely. I know that's the one that you want, because it's the coolest, but I'll have to do quite a bit of thinking on how to make that a reasonable mana farm. Yeah. I don't know. There are other types of farms that you can set up once you've got reliable mana generation. You can make quarries, you can make ore farms, you can make dungeon loot farms, you can make all sorts of crazy stuff. But we might not want to be trying to make this planet livable. The point of this mod is to go into space! Space! So we might not want to spend all of our time growing flowers and making this place beautiful. We want to go to space sooner rather than later, find our, other humankind that aren't witches and zombies and skeletons. Oh, but I did look up what those various viruses do. In a previous episode, I was like, what's necrodermal? Nullodermal? Well, as one would expect, necrodermal, zombie, nullodermal, no skin, means skeletons. Well, if you've seen any Halloween-type episodes, you know that there are zombie and skeleton horses. And that's what these viruses do. You infect a horse with zombieism or skeletonism, and it gains some buffs and whatnot, and becomes really creepy and cool. So if you want to do it manually, that's how you do it. Vine ball from vines, pixie dust we can make, so all in all, not too bad. So we've got our catalysts, we've got our cattle list, and everything's, well, going pretty solidly well. But there's always a but. I'm going to be gone this coming week. If you stayed till the end of last episode, like you're staying to the end of this one, there won't be any blast off for the next week. I'll be auditioning some other non-Minecraft games. Monday through Friday, I believe. The schedule might change. I will be doing MHC Mondays and Fridays. Like, I'll be posting MHC Mondays and Fridays. I'll be posting the other game audition videos Monday through Friday. But there will not be any blast off because I will not have this computer with me in Wisconsin. So this is what I get to leave you with for about a week. I might get to play while I'm there. I might not. I can bring the save file with me and play on my laptop. But I don't know what sort of downtime I'll have. So when I get back, it might look like this. It might look a bit different. But now I've got a source of ender pearls. So if we look at our Galgadorian mess. Galgadorian mess. Emeralds we'll need to think of something of, but we can probably end up getting them okay. But this is the stuff that I'm concerned about, being able to farm these. We've got the Ender Pearl farm now. We need a Blaze farm, a Ghast farm, and a Magma Cube farm, and a Spider farm, and Sugar and Mushroom farm. Well, the mushrooms, no problem. The sugar, we won't need huge amounts of it, so we might be able to do it manually. I don't know. Botania could make a perfectly good sugarcane farm. So I might make that just for the sake of making it, because I think it would be cool. But if I go further down in the roguelike dungeon, I'll probably find a blaze spawner, and being fireproof will certainly help. But there are wither skellies down there. Grrr. So those I'll actually have to kill. I'll have to be careful with because they've got crazy good enchanted armor and all that too. So I'll have to have plenty of blocks for making everything too tall. So have yourselves a great week. Hope you enjoy the non-Minecraft content. And if not, you can just wait with bated breath to see what I have for you when I get back. So I will see you in roughly a week, well, a little over a week, with the next episode of Blast Off with Light.